Hey folks, David Brody here for All Israel News in the nation's capital. Boy, what don't want to say shocker, because sadly it's not a shocker, but what happened on Capitol Hill Wednesday evening here in Washington is really causing a lot of political waves. There was a vote put up by Bernie Sanders, in essence, to block weapons from going to Israel. Well, believe it or not, 40 Senate Democrats, 40 Senate Democrats voted yes, block weapons to Israel. That is a shocking high number of U.S. senators on the Democrat side. Now, you would normally think, well, okay, the base is liberal, they're against Israel. True, but the fact that U.S. sitting senators who represent entire states would actually vote against sending weapons to Israel is somewhat shocking on its face. And here's where it gets very interesting. So 40 actually voted to block the weapons. But in April, and I'm looking at the statistics right here, I mean, we're not CNN, so I want to be accurate. In April, last July, that same resolution by Bernie Sanders only had 27 Democrat support. So think about it. Last July, about a year ago, 27 U.S. senators on the Democrat side voted to block weapons for Israel. Now that number up to 40, 27 to 40. And before that, actually in April 2025, so that would be technically a year ago. It was only 15 votes. So it went from 15 to 27 to 40, hike, if you will, as they say in football. I mean, this is just an unbelievable increase in the level of Democrat anti-Israel support, and specifically when it comes to funding and helping with weapons for Israel. Now, so where does that leave us politically? Well, there are a couple of ramifications of this. So first of all, you have an anti-Israel, it's more than a contingent, it's really kind of a sizable chunk of the Democrat base that's anti-Israel. Oh, wait for it. Then you've got the far right knuckleheads. I'm sorry, should I not call them knuckleheads? I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe I should. The far right knuckleheads who are also anti-Israel. So what does that mean politically? Well, think about this. As 2028 comes along, you're going to have the Republican Party, you're going to have the Democrat Party, and you're going to have, there's no doubt about it, an independent type candidate. Maybe, and I say this facetiously, but maybe not, maybe instead of the GOP and the DNC, they should start the AIC, the Anti-Israel Crowd Party, the AIC Party, because you can have Democrats who can't stand Israel, and you can have the far-right knuckleheads who can't stand Israel, and you can start to form a party. Are you going to get much support, majority support? Absolutely not, but you might get 5%. You might get 10%. You might get more than that. I'm not suggesting the AIC party is going to be kind of a Ross Perot over 20% as an independent candidate, but I do expect to have some sort of anti-Israel candidate running as an independent. Could be Tucker Carlson, maybe Marjorie Taylor Greene. The question politically then is, are they playing to the right? Are they playing to the left? Well, the answer is they're playing to both, the far left and the far right. And if you look at kind of that axis, or at least that circle, you have the far right and the far left, both on opposite sides, but not really, right? If you got the far right here and the far left here, oh, look at that. Look how close they are together. And that's kind of what we're talking about. So there's that. The other point I just want to make kind of overall is that what has ever happened to the Blue Dog Democrat? Remember, the Blue Dog Democrat back in the day here in Washington was a congressman or a senator who was in essence socially conservative, fiscally conservative, but also believed in certain Democrat principles when it came to taxes and other things. So the point is that they were more, call them moderates, Blue Dog Democrats. Those moderates are gone, absolutely gone. And this vote in the Senate shows that specifically. So the fact that blue Democrats are gone, the fact that you have an anti-Israel contingent, or more than a contingent, on the left and the right, I expect there to be an independent candidate that is an anti-Israel candidate come the 2028 presidential election. That's it from here in Washington. David Brody for All Israel News.